So I wanted to go over how I blew up on YouTube and basically how everything worked and why it happened. It's not a guide on how to get famous on YouTube or anything like that. And I don't know if this is repeatable, but I thought it would be interesting for either people who are just curious about what happened or for other content creators who might be able to use the same strategies that I did. So it's mostly just going to be a lot of analytics and boring stuff like that, I guess. And that's where I end the clip because I don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to start out with a Social Blade chart that just compares me to Whoops, who I've looked up to for a while, ever since I was joining the Beat Saber community, and Make You Move, who was the first Beat Saber YouTuber to hit 1 million subscribers. So this is the subscriber chart for the past, what, like 2 years, I think? So you see this initial hit here. I think I was actually at like, what was it? It was like 40 to 60K, I think, is when this hit. My original channel name was Logan Theobald, and Social Blade recognized it as Logan Theobald until I started blowing up, which is why you see a straight start at 260. That is about the time that they swapped over to LS Toast, and they completely cleared all of my analytics for that. So that kind of sucks. But just for the sake of comparison, after that, like just shooting straight up, right up to 1 million, kind of leveling off just like barely at this curve, and then going back up again to pass Make You Move, and still growing somehow. Another funny chart is the views chart. I just kind of shot straight up, closing in on nearly 500 million views now. And all of this has happened in such a short period of time. It's been insane. And the main reason for this is because Shorts was announced and has been implemented in so many ways now. So just to clarify that this isn't clickbait, I did get over 500,000 subs in a month. This is from February 19th to March 19th. I gained 511,000 subs within that time period. I think peaking at 26,000 subs in one day. So during this time frame, if you look at all my top videos, they're all shorts. Da with 24 million. This Boneworks clip with 19 million. Rushy, 11 million. Another Da clip, which is, of course. And so why did all this happen? I mean, I've said it multiple times. Shorts. This was the first short I posted in February. Now, Shorts actually came out, I think, September of 2020, and they were kind of running it in a beta. So in February, I decided, like, hey, let's take all of my short form content that has been completely viral on TikTok and just post it as a short on YouTube. And I did that with everything from Rushy, Rushby, Rap God, North Memphis, everything that had over a couple million views. I was like, okay, I'll just repost it on YouTube and see what happens. Now, the initial hit for these wasn't very big. Like, for me, in the beginning, I wasn't seeing much happen. First 7 days, it got up to 21,000, which, I mean, is still pretty good. Like, that's decent. But about, I guess, 20 days in, it just started exploding. Like, right in the beginning of March. Same thing with right going into March, just absolutely exploding, going up to 30 million. And then it actually got another bump in June and went up like another 10 million, and it's still going up. Just this one video, it's so cursed in such a good way. From there, I started posting twice a day. I would post one normal video and one short form video. And once I ran out of my own short form content, I would just make more. Since I was already making content for TikTok, I just took all the ones after posting on TikTok that did decently well, and I just posted them onto YouTube. And for the most part, it worked really well. Like, I wasn't getting millions on every video, but every once in a while they would pop off like 6.7 million. Okay, that's excessive. But you will notice that my normal videos are still getting like 28,000 views, 85,000 views, all in the, like, I would say 20 to 50,000 view range. These are a bit higher because they're older and they've had time to kind of go through the system. So Shorts just boosted it, just straight up, just just now the next horrible strategy that I discovered was given to me by Fern. He was like, hey, have you seen YouTube polls? Have you seen what they do? And I didn't know much about them. I was like, it's a poll, what could it do? But polls are so broken, it's insane. To give you an example of the one that did the best, is it April Fool's? And I posted this on March 31st, and the answers were no, yes, or maybe. That's all it was. This got 180,000 votes, which is stupid. And polls become more stupid for multiple reasons. I discovered that if you make a poll and someone interacts with it, they will most likely get another one of your polls in the future. So what I started doing was making these bait polls where I'd be like, hey, do you want these polls or do you not want these polls? And give them the option to just leave a hate comment basically by voting on it. So like 68% of this is no, they haven't missed my polls. And a lot of the comments are, I don't even know who you are. Just shut up. I don't want to see you on my page. But by interacting with the post, they're going to see another one of my posts, which will eventually drive their traffic to my page. So if you just post stupid polls all the time, like I've done, it will eventually drive traffic to your page because you will have a new community of people who only know you from your polls, which doesn't make any sense, but it works. Another good example of me using this to roast myself, have you seen my Twitch? They're all my Twitch link, but one says no. 92% said no, most likely because they don't care about my Twitch link. They don't want to see my Twitch. They don't even know what kind of content that I make. But they're interacting with it, which causes it to just go out to thousands more people. So post polls is what I'm trying to say. Polls are pretty cool. YouTube stories. They don't give you any analytics for these, and I don't know if I'm special or if I hit it at a good time or for some reason the algorithm loves me, but all I did was I took my shorts and I posted them as a YouTube story. YouTube stories are only available on mobile. You can't watch them on desktop. You can't post them on desktop. You have to post them from your phone. They're like a Snapchat story, but they expire after 7 days and they can only be 15 seconds long. So I will take every single short I upload and I will put them on my story as well. And I don't have any way to show the analytics for these other than screenshots, but these stories were getting millions of views. I was getting like 28 to 30 million views on my story over the span of a few weeks. And it said that like 20,000 subscribers were gained from these stories. But that's all they tell you. They don't tell you where the traffic's from. They don't tell you if they're your subscribers. They don't tell you how the people found it. They don't even tell you watch time or anything like that. There's just a view count. And I don't know if it's just me or if this also works for other people, but I guess if you're doing short form content, post it to your story. You might as well. If you're using shorts to farm views, you are going to run into two main problems. One, shorts are not monetizable. I know that the Shorts Fund is coming out and we have no clue, just like the TikTok Creator Fund, how much it's going to pay, what you're getting paid on, if it works on non-monetizable videos, there's nothing. It's just considered a bonus on top of what your normal monetization is. And so shorts normally are not monetizable. I will show you my #1 most viewed fully monetizable video, which is a short, and it is 23 seconds long, and I have made $57.33 from. That is for 72.5 million views on a 23-second video. I can buy 5 burritos from Chipotle if I don't include tax. It might be a day later because I got distracted playing Splitgate, which you can use my referral code so that I get free Editing through this, I realized how bad I am at speaking and how I trail off in the middle of my sentences and become incoherent or just start mispronouncing things. So the second thing is that a following based off of shorts is not the same as a following based off of normal YouTube content. And the trend to short form content has really changed what a subscriber really means. If you use TikTok or Instagram, you will probably notice that a lot of people will follow a ton of people on there, but they won't necessarily keep up with those creators' content. If you see something cool on TikTok, you might hit a follow button because you like that video, and you might never even see a video from them again. It really doesn't matter on those type of platforms, especially like TikTok, because everyone's scrolling the For You page and no one really cares about the following page. I know for me personally on TikTok, a very small percentage of my views come from my followers. Usually on videos that get around 100,000 views, maybe 50% to even up to like 90% of those views are from the For You page. And because of this, a lot of that short form content is crafted around figuring out how to take advantage of the algorithm and be boosted by it to get the eyes on your content. And those eyes are not your following. For me, that's a lot different than my personal experience on who I subscribe to on YouTube. I keep up with my subscription feed pretty closely, and if there's someone who I see a lot of their videos and I don't necessarily watch them that often, I will usually unsubscribe from them. YouTube for me is a source of longer form entertainment, and if I want to keep up with everyone who I enjoy watching, I can't have a ton of people I'm subscribed to, otherwise my feed will just become overwhelming and I'll miss a lot of stuff that I probably want to see. I know not everyone is that way with who they subscribe to on YouTube, but it is definitely more so that way than it is on TikTok with who you choose to follow. Because shorts have become so prevalent on YouTube now, with the shorts page replacing the trending page, people are a lot more likely to be scrolling on there and tap on random people to subscribe to based off of 1 or 2 videos that they might have seen. And that trend of not necessarily keeping up with everyone you're subscribed to or following is a lot more prevalent now. Did I use prevalent 2 times in both sentences? I guess the point that I'm trying to get to here is that a following built off of short form content is not going to be the same as a following built off of normal YouTube content. Although it tends to look very good analytics wise with my numbers skyrocketing off the charts, I am building an audience that isn't really here for the content that would be more sustainable to make or more profitable to make. And if you're looking at using shorts to build a career off of, it might not work all that well. For me, I just saw it as a chance to grow, and now I'm able to take a step back since I have an established following and really make longer form content that I'm more interested in. My longer form content like this that I'm hopefully going to be making more of will be performing pretty poorly in comparison to a creator that has a similar sub count, and that's because my subs, again, are based off of short form content. But that's just a small sacrifice to pay for, using shorts to build this audience. So if you're looking to use this video as advice, just be aware of what kind of audience you want to build, where you're looking to take your content in the future, and is it really worth investing the time and the effort into shorts when it might not create the audience that you want or that is sustainable for the kind of content you actually want to be creating and putting out in the long run. Now, one of the reasons why I've been so successful with the short form strategy is because I can put out a ridiculous amount of content daily. Because I'm farming Beat Saber clips, I'm able to create around 20 shorts in a single session, and maybe 50% of those can be turned into full Beat Saber level playthroughs that can be used as full-length YouTube videos. My posting schedule has been 2 TikToks, 1 YouTube short, and 1 full-length YouTube video a day. And for most creators, that's pretty much impossible. On top of that, if you're creating more high-effort content that takes longer to create, you're going to end up burning yourself out if you try to keep up with that kind of posting schedule. Because of how many clips I'm able to farm out in a single session, I'm able to grind out what I need for an entire month in a few days, and then I can take that time off to rethink ideas or just not burn myself out. And again, this strategy on this kind of scale is just not possible for a lot of creators. It is 3 a.m. I've had 2 Mountain Dews, and I've been losing my mind trying to get this last section done because I don't know what I'm talking about whatsoever. If you have any more questions about my content strategy, or I've been thinking about making another video on how I go about thinking out short form content in general, on baiting interaction or trying to get watch time as long as possible, it's terrible. Short form is just an algorithm baiting game. But if you want to learn more about that, and if this video was helpful, just let me know in the comments, which is in itself is an interaction bait. I'm sorry. I just need to stop recording. Play the outro. End it. End my life. Oh, no, I can't say that. I'm gonna get demonetized.